Hey there, curious minds! Have you ever wondered why we can't just float up to space in a hot air balloon? It sounds like a fun idea, right? Just take off from your backyard and drift above the clouds until you reach the stars. But here's the surprising truth. It's impossible. Let's dive into why. First things first, hot air balloons rise because of hot air. When you heat the air inside the balloon, it becomes lighter than the cooler air outside, creating lift. Simple enough? But this only works in our atmosphere, where there's plenty of air to heat and create buoyancy. As you go higher, the air gets thinner and cooler, making it harder to stay afloat. Now here's where it gets really interesting. As you ascend, the pressure decreases, and the air gets less dense. At around 60,000 feet, you're entering the stratosphere, and the air is so thin that a hot air balloon would struggle to keep rising. By the time you reach about 100,000 feet, the air is so sparse, it's practically a vacuum. There's just not enough air to heat up and provide lift. But let's say, hypothetically, you somehow manage to keep rising. Eventually, you'd hit what's known as the Kármán line, about 62 miles above sea level. This is generally considered the edge of space. But by this point, there's almost no atmosphere left. Your hot air balloon wouldn't have any air to displace, rendering it completely useless. Another thing to consider is temperature. Higher altitudes mean colder temperatures. The stratosphere can get down to 60 degrees Celsius. That's not just chilly, it's freezing. Your hot air balloon's fabric and equipment would be under extreme stress, and the cold air would make it nearly impossible to generate enough hot air to stay afloat. So, while the idea of floating into space in a hot air balloon sounds whimsical and adventurous, the reality is a bit more grounded, literally. Our atmosphere just doesn't have the conditions needed to support such a journey. But it's this very limitation that makes space travel so fascinating and challenging. And there you have it, the surprising truth about why we can't fly into space in a hot air balloon. It's not just about having enough hot air. It's about the complex interplay of atmosphere, pressure, and temperature. If this piqued your curiosity, and you love discovering the whys behind everyday wonders, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending explorations. Until next time, keep questioning the world around you. Catch you later.